This video is to show students how to draw a simple path embroidery design in the Stitch Era embroidery software. So to go ahead and start, choose Blank Design Document. Now this might be your very first time using Stitch Era embroidery software. So in that case, you're going to want to familiarize yourself with the working menu. Stitch Era has different tabs to click on, and then each tab has a ribbon of different commands to use. So we're going to start in the Home tab because we need to create a workspace that's only 4 inches by 4 inches so that we can print out this project on our little home brother embroidery machines that we have in the classroom. So to do that, we'll click Pages. And I've actually already made the 4 inch by 4 inch page. You only have to do it one time. So to show you how to do it, if it's not set up already on your software, all you have to do is go to Page Settings. And then there's a plus sign, Add. And then give it a new name, a new page name. So I just called it 4 by 4 inch brother, and then I typed in the measurements 4 by 4, I hit Apply, and I closed it. Since I already have it, I'm going to hit cancel this time. And I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm just going to select it. There we are. So there's my workspace. I want to make sure my artwork stays in these guidelines so that I'll be able to print it on my printer, in my frame that only does 4 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so today's goal is to design and draw a very simple line drawing. We're not going to worry about fill colors, just an outline. And there's lots of cute designs you could do. You could do some stars, like little outer space design, or you could do a cute animal. I don't know, there's lots of fun things. But today's goal is to just kind of get familiar with this basic tool in Stitch Era. So we're going to go straight to the Embroidery tab, and we're going to do our artwork here. And we're going to use the path command. So there's different types of embroidery stitches that you can choose using this path command. I actually love the just super simple running stitch. I think it's adorable. I think it's great. So there is a bit of a learning curve at this point. What this tool does is that it creates what they call nodes. This is very similar to Adobe Illustrator's vector points. So basically you just click these dots with your mouse, and then automatically these lines will connect the dots that you click. So you're not really drawing the lines, you're just drawing the little dots, and then the lines connect the dots. You can have a straight line or a curved. I think to start with, let's just use our straight one, and if you want it curved, I believe you just hold down Shift and it'll be curved. Later in this lesson, we want to play around with editing as well. So if your design doesn't turn out perfect, that's great because now you have something to practice with when we switch over to the editing tools. So I think to start, I'm just going to go ahead and do a star. So click, 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 click. Let's maybe the bottom I want curved. So I'm going to hold Shift. Whoa, that was crazy. I don't think I actually like that. But again, the editing tool, we'll come back and play with it. Click. And then I do want to close this path, so my last node I want to put on top of my first one and just click once, and it automatically finished it for me. You can see that it's done. Okay, so now if you noticed, remember how we were on the Embroidery tab? It jumped over to the Path Border tab here. So there's new commands. We were doing a manual shape. Here, we were doing the manual with arc nodes. Again, they call them nodes here. I'm used to vector points, but they're nodes in embroidery. Okay, so we could change the stitch length if we want it longer or shorter, and then we can change even the thickness, like the repetitions. I actually like playing around with like 3 because then when you're done, it looks like you stitch with thicker thread, so that's kind of neat. You can call out what color you want to, but at the end of the day, it's going to do whatever thread you put in your machine, but you know, it's good to separate colors so your machine stops in between colors. I'm just going to leave it red for now. Oh, should we cut it? Yes. What is auto? I actually haven't played around with these, but let's say yes. Cut our thread if our machine does that. Okay, so now we're gonna edit it. So we can say confirm and edit. So in the editing toolbar, you can see down here in our what they call an auxiliary menu, the select object has been selected. So we can select our objects instead of creating them. I can actually change the scale of it, which is nice. And I notice it's staying proportional. It's not, if you click the corner, it's gonna change the height the same percentage as the width. So that's nice. You can play with scale. If you do want to distort it, you can click just these middle ones right here to distort it. If you want to turn it, you're supposed to go up to the corner. Let's see here. And on the PC, where is my note to turn it? You hold Control and then you drag a corner. So I am working on a Mac. Let's see if Control works. Nope. Let's try Option. No. Command. Shift. Oops. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to spin it on the Mac. We haven't quite figured out. We'll have to figure out that keyboard shortcut. But on the PC, all you have to do is hold the Control button and you should be able to spin it on the corners. So I'll have to look into that one. I'll get back to you there for spinning. Okay, you can also individually move your nodes around. You can click and drag to move them. If you click on the one with the circle, a handlebar comes out. So you can pull the, twist the handlebar in. Looks like there's a node on the handlebar. Doesn't really do anything. Try this one. There you go. Just move the node over. So maybe if you want a slight curve, you can kind of play around with that and try to control the look you were going for. So draw some images, make a fun design, play around. That's really our assignment right now. To draw another image, we have to say continue. So that kind of finishes this one for us. And then we can go, actually we might be able to just, because it's on manual art nodes, we can probably just go ahead and draw a new image here in this tab. I don't think we have to go back to the embroidery tab. So click. Okay. I'm trying to draw maybe some, oh dear, a moon of some sort. I'm going to add an extra node there. I'm going to have to definitely edit this guy. Click. Oh, brother. This will be fun to edit. Okay, I'm going to hit confirm and edit. And then let's play around with these nodes. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, so this takes a little getting used to. It's kind of like when you're on Illustrator the first time. So go ahead and play around with this. This is your assignment for today. When you are done, you'll go File, Save, save the design document for your own records so that you can edit it. After you're done with that, so I'm going to click that, save the design document. Just thinking about it. This desktop is good. Call it star. Notice it's a DSG file, Sarah Design File, Save. You need that in case you want to change your design. After that's saved, let's try to export it as embroidery. Export embroidery design files. And here, you can choose PES for our brother machine. So this is the file we will upload to the computer. There it is. Save. Okay, and then there's one other thing you need to print out in class. You need to go to File, Print. Printing formats for the embroidery designs. And you can select different formats. So this is our basic information that we will want to print out. We can also look at the text sheet, some more information. If there's a color sequence here, it looks like we only have one color. Stimulation sheet, this is what it'll look like when it's embroidered. This is probably where it starts, in the center. So we'll want to print out all these sheets just to have it before we embroider so that we are really aware of what's going to be printing. So print out those today in class as well. And that's it. That's it for this assignment. So take your time and have fun, get creative, and looking forward to seeing all of your designs embroidered.